friends, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to be going over my fall TBR. I am so excited that it is now fall time because that means fantasy books are back for me. I love to read fantasy in the fall and winter time. It's just cozier, it's more of the vibes. In the summer they don't hit as well. So I'm so happy to finally get back into my fantasy books. And that is going to be the first genre we're going to start with. I have fantasy, romance, and a couple thriller books. Oh, whoa, I just knocked over the whole stack. No. Okay, hold on. Okay, first we are going to start off with none other than ACOTAR. I have been trying to read the ACOTAR series for about 2 years. It took me 2 years to read A Court of Thorns and Roses. So now that I've finished that and I've accomplished that task, it is time for me to take on the rest of them. I am actually almost done with A Court of Mist and Fury, so this book will be done. And then I want to move on to the rest of them, and I want this series done by the end of fall. I don't own A Court of Silver Flames, but that's also part of this. But from what is happening and what I've seen in Asimov, I'm super excited to continue and finish this series. Next we have Long Live the Villain by Sarah Reese Brennan. This was Barnes's monthly pick, I think this month or last month, and I picked it up. The cover's so cute, I thought, at least. Okay, so it follows a girl named Ray, and I'm pretty sure, I guess she, dies and is given a second chance at life and ends up being put in her favorite fantasy series. And in this world, she realizes that she is not the protagonist. She is indeed the villain. And I just thought that plot was super interesting, and I am always one to say that I love the villain of the story. To see the villain from her point of view, I feel like that should be really good. It literally says it's time for your villain era, and I'm down. I'm with it. Next we have, I don't know what this series is called, but we have The Coven and the Cursed by Harper L. Woods. And I got these at Barnes because they are literally so beautiful. The sprayed edges, these books are gorgeous. I remember reading the synopsis and not fully understanding what was going on, but they sounded interesting. I have no clue, but they were really pretty and they have really good reviews, so I'm gonna get into these and hopefully I enjoy them. Next we have Sweet Nightmare by Tracy Wolff. This is I think this is a new series for her. She wrote the Crave series, which was one of the first fantasy series I ever got into, and I adored that series so much. This is a spin-off series of those, and I'm really excited to get into it. Also, it's so pretty. I loved being in this world when I was reading the Crave series, and I do indeed miss it. I've actually been thinking about Crave a lot while I've been reading Asimov, and it's making me miss my favorite characters from the Crave series. So to see people in the same world and realm as them should be really fun. Next we have Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Manisalco. This is another fantasy series that I've been wanting to get into. I'm pretty sure this girl's sister goes missing and then she ends up finding her dead, and so now she's trying to figure out who killed her sister, and then she meets one of the Wicked, who are the princes of hell. he's on her side and wants to help her find who did this to her sister. That's all I know. A quest for vengeance that will unleash hell itself. Sounds pretty fun to me. Next we have The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. Last year, a lot of people were talking about this book and saying that it was really cute and that it was a cozy fantasy, and I'm so with it. Next we have My Vampire Plus One, which is the second book to My Roommate is a Vampire, and I loved that book when it came out. It was a rom-com about a girl moving in to a new house and then later finding out that her new roommate is indeed a vampire. This one is about Reggie? Yes, it's about the main character in the first book's best friend Reggie, and this girl, Amelia, finds out that she has to go to a family wedding, and so she must find a date, and she, I guess, meets Reginald and is like, he is the perfect fake boyfriend to take to this wedding. And then I guess she eventually will figure out that he is indeed a vampire. Oh, I think this is gonna be super cute. I'm so excited. I really liked the first one. Also, we have The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent. This is the second book in the Serpent and the Wings of the Night, The Crown of Nyxia trilogy, I think it is. I am very excited to read this. I loved the first book. I'm pretty sure I gave it 5 stars. Don't really remember what happened now that I'm thinking about it. So hopefully getting back into this, it'll kind of refresh my memory of what happened in the other book. But I'm also super excited. I think the third one comes out soon as well, so I guess that would also be added to my TBR. And then the last books in my fantasy TBR for the fall are Assistant to the Villain and Apprentice to the Villain. I got this book last year and was very excited to read it and then never ended up getting to it. So I'm excited to finally get to it this year. I heard a lot of good things, especially about Apprentice to the Villain. I don't know, guys. I don't know what these books are about. All I know is she's the assistant to the villain, and then I guess she eventually becomes the apprentice and she starts to learn how to be a villain by him. I'm making all of this up. I don't actually know. I refuse to actually read the backs of the books because I like to go into them blind. And so those are my fantasy romances, or my fantasy books that I want to get to this fall. Okay, and now we are going to get into my romance reads, starting off with Morbidly Yours by Ivy Fairbanks. It says, falling for the wrong person, bury your feelings. I guess they start to fake date of some sort. I don't know. So that should be cute. That should be fun. I just thought it's giving, like, I don't know why, but this gives fall vibes because it's like a gravesite. I don't know, the cover's cute though. Next up, where are all the books that I wanted? I feel like I had a much larger stack. Anyway, the next book we have is Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score. This is the second book in the Knock 'Em Out series, and I want to get through it. I feel like it might not necessarily be fall vibes, but I feel like small town romances always just kind of give me more of a fall vibe. This book is between Nash and Lena, and I enjoyed the pieces of them that we got in Things We Never Got Over. So I'm excited to see what their relationship is like. And then, sticking within the small town romance vibes, we have Off to the Races and A Photo Finish by Elsie Silver. I would like to read most, if not all, of the Gold Rush Ranch. Is that what it's called? The Gold Rush Ranch series by her. I love Elsie Silver. She is my favorite author. And so I think reading her first couple books are going to be very good. Also, to see how far she has come within her writing from these books to now, to Wild Eyes, their most recent read, or her most recent release. Also, I just love small town romance, a cowboy romance. I need it. I love it. Inject them into my veins. And then also within the small town romance, I want to read Indigo Ridge. People love the Eden series. I hear it talked about all the time, and so I would love to get into it myself. I know some people have said it's kind of like Yellowstone, and I didn't watch much of Yellowstone. I think I watched like 5 episodes, but I like that vibe of the big family and the secrets and all of the drama that goes on, so I'm excited to get into this as well. Also, I would like to read Hannah Grace's Maple series. What is it called? The Maple Hills? Yes, I would like to read Hannah Grace's Maple Hills series. I have Icebreaker. I don't own the other 2, but I need to get into them because people are saying that Daydream was so good that I want to get to them and get through them. Not exactly fall vibes, but there's something I want to get through this fall, at least. I have a couple mystery thrillers that I want to get to. So I have Final Girls by Riley Sager. It literally says, if you liked Gone Girl, you'll like this, which is actually really funny because also on my TBR is Gone Girl. So hopefully these will be good. I don't actually know the premise of either one of these books. Actually, no, I don't know the premise of Gone Girl. But Final Girls, I know, is following a girl who survived a massacre, who becomes friends with with a couple other girls who would also survive incidences that were similar to hers. And so together they were all called the Final Girls. And now slowly each one of the Final Girls is turning up dead. And so she's trying to figure out what is going on with the girls. And then some that I don't have, That's Not My Name. I don't really know what that book is about because I try to keep, especially with mystery and thrillers, I try to keep my knowledge of them very minimal so that I'm surprised throughout the book. So we have That's Not My Name, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and Rock, Paper, Scissors. I think that those will all be super fun. Also, I've heard great things about all of those books, and I trust you guys. As for the books that are not on, that I don't have on my physical TBR, that are part of my fall TBR, we have, oh, I forgot one of my books. I'm not gonna go get it. But we also have Heartless Hunter. That book I really want to get to as well. I feel like it's going to be perfect for the fall time. I do know it's an enemies to lovers. There's magic, I think witches. It should be good. And I've heard really good things about it. Some books that I don't own or that have to come out still. Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage. It comes out in, I believe, March, and I am March. Wait. That's a long time from now. That wouldn't be part of fall TBR. Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter. That is all my fall TBR, not because it's really fall vibes, but because I'm excited to read that book, and I will be reading it within this time period or this time frame. And The Wingman by Stephanie Archer. So that is my fall TBR, my extensive fall TBR, my ambitious fall TBR, whatever you want to call it, that's what it is. If you stick around, I'm sure you'll see me read a bunch of these books in videos. And with that being said, that is the end of today's video. If you want to come hang out with me again, hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.